super fun.
Super fun.
Got it. All right. I think it's going.
And it did go straight to live.
Did it went straight? I'm like
Yep, so
not
we're
on the
live.
screen. Awesome. Excellent. Hold on a sec. Got to get it back to the right screens. There's too many screens. Okay. And hold, please. Fuck. There we go. Well, it does this thing where like it opens another window and then we're up on the screen and now the sound and there's no way around it. Like it's all just asinine. All right, welcome to Shusha Secret Time, guys. I am Tara and that's Natalie, and this is our live stream one day early this week. Sorry for catching you off guard and not reminding you that we're gonna do this one day early because Natalie is traveling tomorrow to go to the Deep in the Heart Film Festival, which is very exciting. She is
super exciting.
Yeah, you have quite the adventure for you coming up though on this travel because you got to get up hella early.
I do. I have to get up at 3 a.m. tomorrow to drive for almost 3 hours to fly out of Vegas. And then, and that's just because you have to get up, you have to get to the airport 2 hours early, which I did calculate the drive-in. I forgot to calculate the 2 hours early when I booked the flight, but I have to do it anyway because I need to be to Texas by 2 in order to catch this shuttle. So while I'm killing myself on the way in, it is saving me having to rent a car. So.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing is like you didn't really have an option. You had to do it this way because of the shuttle.
I don't know. I started thinking about it. What if I just drove? What is the drive from here to Waco like?
I know from here it's like 21-hour drive to get to Texas.
We're interestingly like equally far apart. Like from LA to like, I mean, because it goes so much further north when I come to Utah, that it's the same thing of like, it's the same distance to go to spring training from LA as it is from here, like in Arizona. And it's just like, because it's further south and you just go straight across, but I have to go to.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I got to figure in the LA traffic getting there. But yeah, like oftentimes it was always the debate when I was going to Texas, like, do I want a car or not? And like, it would be worth the extra day of travel to not have to rent the car. Anyways, it's a whole.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're going to spend the money you're going to spend the currency in your time or in your labor or it's actual currency or actual money.
So what would you prefer? All right, guys, welcome to the live stream. I was holding a sec so more people could get in the room. We're going to do our usual hello. If you're new out there, what we like to do to start these suckers is to say hi to you directly. So if you're in the chat, say hi and tell us where you're from because that's also fun for us to know. Natalie's going to say hi back to you just for the fun of hearing your name out of our mouths. And let's go. Look over. Old timers, show us how to do it.
Weird. Okay, I'm up at the top here. David Faith, hello. I missed when you used what? I miss when you used hello. We say hello sometimes. You hello. Oh yes, definitely. You hello. Clayton Gordon, hello, hello, hello. Stephen Brown, hello, pubes. That is what I said at that time. Nicolas. Throw that J on the end there. Melinda, hey. Ed Keaton, happy Wednesday. Ooh, was that like, did it trip you up when you had to type Wednesday instead of Thursday? Or do you know?
Yeah, it's been tripping me up.
Hello, Lido. How are you today? We got the twins right next to each other. David A, howdy. Germs MRE, afternoon to you. Jack Boots, aka Grumpy Garden Gnome, hello. Brian Newland, is that a sport unit of measurement? Sure. Something.
Sure. Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, Brian.
And temporarily discombobulated Goomba. Hello, y'all done confuddling me. I didn't enlarge my chat, and so
I didn't know. There we go.
It here.
I didn't do that. All the freaking buttons to push to do that. Anyways, go ahead.
Right. Cornbread Cuban. Now I want a Cuban on cornbread. Like that
every time.
Delish.
Every time he logs in, I'm like, I want cornbread first off,
or a Cuban,
or both in general. Because I don't eat breakfast, and then we do this, and I'm starving by the time we get done.
I know. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special edition of Getting Crafty with Maggie and Mon.
Where we do it on Wednesday, but we're Natalie and Tara, and we're doing a live stream, and none of it makes sense. Thank you for joining us on Wednesday, guys. Really, really appreciate it. Rolling with them punches. Sam's here. Hooray.
Sam, literally driving down to Waco right now. Try to listen.
Sam is one of the founders of the Deep in the Heart Film Festival, folks. So we have a very important member in the chat today. Welcome, Sam. Welcome. Natalie is getting geared up to get up at
I have a suitcase right there.
Oh, yeah.
Half full of wine. I have to check a bag so I can bring all my wine.
You don't have to check on the way back.
Do not. Actually, it's all planned. I had to pack my suitcase to make sure that would be able to be a carry-on. And then same thing with toiletries. Like what toilet? Because if I bring too much toiletries, then I can't bring them all back because I'm not checking a bag on the way back.
Yeah.
And so I was having to do toiletry math.
Toiletry math is really difficult. Listen, I definitely have gotten away with the toiletry thing on carry-ons. Like I didn't know that you can't exceed a certain amount.
Yeah, and fit in
I never paid attention to that one lick. Like I just throw it all in a bag and go, we'll see what happens. I play fast and loose, guys, pretty much always. That's my life.
It's fine until they say you can't bring this with you.
It's fine until you have a melted Snickers bar in your carry-on.
Yeah, and a melted Snickers bar sets off alarms. They're like, what is this tube of liquid?
Well, there were two, so it's fair. It looked very, very dicey. That was so stinking funny because I was I'm pretty good about checking my stuff for rogue sharp objects and stuff. I have to take everything out, put everything back in.
Me too.
So I was like, what could it possibly be? Nope. It's hilarious. All right, guys, little bit of time at the top here. We got an episode coming out tomorrow for you guys. Oh God, again. I guess when we were talking earlier, episode coming out on Friday. Anytime I say an episode's coming out tomorrow, I mean Friday. Episode's coming out on Friday. And I'm gonna caveat this with it's a 90% chance that it's coming out. I'm just gonna give a little wiggle room for things to go terribly wrong because of just stuff.
Things just keep going wrong, guys. I want you to understand. I sent a meme to Tara yesterday that was Bert and Ernie, and it's Bert doing a slow burn to the camera. And it says, when you thought life was going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, and it turns out that it's difficult lemon difficult. That is my not my motto, but
yes.
Actually, can we put that on my tombstone? Can we please put
difficult
life was going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Turned out it was difficult lemon difficult.
Yeah, we went on this whole entire thread about life and how we're living in an HBO drama right now. And then it's we both I personally had this realization that the end of the current ending of Game of Thrones actually makes total sense, because at some point Daenerys got real sick of stuff just being difficult.
Yeah, just minor inconveniences. Way too many minor inconveniences, and you end up with a briefcase and a shotgun standing on a hill over Los Angeles. What is that movie? There's a movie.
Way too many small things adding up over time. Why is Jon Snow being so difficult? Finally, you know what?
And then you find out it's your brother, and that's just the last straw.
Just F it. I'm burning it all to the ground. I'm leveling it, and we're starting over. And it makes so much more sense.
That is the last straw. Yeah,
I get it. And it's not. And Iron Man, the power of welcome. For me, yesterday it was the stove. My stove has been smoking. So every time I try to go, I've been doing.
Well, it should quit. It's a Nicorette.
It's a
bad habit to pick up.
No, it's been smoking because something is stuck underneath. And
I didn't do it.
Huh?
I didn't do it.
It was not you.
It wasn't me.
And then I made a lasagna, which also spilled. So yesterday, it just smoked like crazy. And I'm I was trying to do food prep. I was just trying to cook freaking chicken to go into a Cobb salad. It's smoking. And I'm like, that's it. That's it. I'm done. I just turned it off. I was like, I don't care anymore. I'm done with it.
Walking away.
My last straw. I was like, I am over it. Burning the city to the ground.
I'm jumping on my dragon and I'm burning it down.
Too many minor inconveniences paired with occasional
and that's the thing. That's the part that's the bad HBO show, is that if people are watching from the outside, they're like, she broke her nail.
I know.
You don't understand.
I'm with Daenerys now. I think that's a really accurate ending of that show.
I'm with Daenerys. That's
I didn't understand it till now. I'm with Daenerys. I stand with Daenerys. I didn't get it till now, and now I freaking do. I freaking do. So yeah, it's been fun. And that's our way of saying 90% chance on the episode on Friday. 90% chance.
I was telling, I was talking to Brett. Brett had emailed me, and I was replying to him, and I started off by telling him that meme because that I think just does like embodies what's going on. But part of it was, and so I was like, so I was in LA briefly to pick up my car, which of course the battery was dead because that's literally just how life's going. It was an easy fix. It just needed to be jumped, but it couldn't have just started instead because starting instead is what it's supposed to do. Instead, it had to do a 2-hour inconvenience. And I'm just like, everything is like,
it's not even like preemptively like, oh, it wasn't run at once a week like you're supposed to. It got run. So like everything that could have been done to help that car be a car got done. It just decided to not be a car when you got here. Because I could have taken care of it. Like it could have not started when I was dealing with it, and then I could have dealt with it. No, it decided to do it for you.
Yep. But I had the ability to fix it. See, that's the thing though, is I have to like caveat all of my inconvenience with like, but it could have been worse. Like everything was just the minor inconvenience, which is just annoying.
Yeah. And people who go, well, it could have been worse. I just want to punch. Like, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're 100% right.
100% could have been worse. It could have been, 100%. I needed to go. It could have been stuck in LA for a few days. Like, you know, and then I would have had to see you longer. And that.
Yeah. And we would have been drugging it. We would have wound up filming shit all day because we're like, ooh, just say, oh my God.
We just kept making things.
I sent you a video that like I half sent because I was like, it's cool, and half sent because like we could do that. Oh, it's a grilled cheese sandwich, like an inside out grilled cheese sandwich. And I was like, inside out grilled cheese, like it's this, you put the cheese on the outside and the bread on the inside.
Okay. Is it just one slice of bread? Because two would be stupid at that point.
Well, then he decided to do it with like 9 slices of cheese in the middle or something insane like that.
So it's a grilled cheese sandwich with cheese on the outside as well.
That was like the evolution of the video I sent you. He'd originally just did an inside out.
Justin puts Gruyere on the outside of his grilled cheeses.
Wise man. That sounds amazing. Yeah. And now I'm hungry. Thank you, cornbread and sandwiches. Anyways, we would have just wound up getting on TikTok and finding dumb videos to make, and you would have been like, I hate this.
That's what we would have done.
I was wondering if you need any mod. Iron Man, we do have mods. They're just hanging out in the back watching.
No one's doing anything that needs modifying.
Yeah, no one needs anything mod. Yeah, we have 2 mods. You just don't always see them. The government at tax time is an inconvenience. Yes, it's a very expensive inconvenience in my world.
I made a cabbage and ham salad last night for dinner, which was actually really yummy.
That sounds great.
It's a really good, like easy, just summer salad.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I'm actually, this is gonna be like the first time going to Waco that I'm coming from someplace that is also hot. Like, I've been coming, going to Waco, and it's LA to Waco, and I'm just melting while I'm there, and I'm just like I've been melting here. NBD.
Greg Phillips, welcome. He's actually home for shush. Nice to catch a live stream again. Yay! I'm glad that worked out. I gave up on the bread and just do grilled cheese, no sandwich.
You can people make their own Cheez-Its when in ketosis, and you just take a slice of cheddar and cut it into squares and then put it on a baking tray.
I have seen that. I've been wanting to try that.
And that's I think the closest to a grilled cheese without grilled cheese without the bread.
Right. That's all butter and cheese. Excellent. Yeah, I've been TikTok because TikTok feeds you what you watch. It's been feeding me more and more food videos. And now all I want to do is like try all these recipes all the time. Like fill my house with food that I'm not going to eat, which is just ridiculous. Anyways, okay, waffle pick. Oh yeah, so tomorrow, Friday's episode's coming out. It's gonna be, we took a pickle, put it in batter, and then put it in a waffle maker. You're welcome, Blair. It's fun. It's super fun. We got the little mini waffle maker. This is a Hungry Jack.
Yep.
Hungry Jack. It and the Hungry Meals I get mixed up. Hungry Jack recipe off of their social media accounts. Really fun. This one worked out. So check it out. Well worth the $10 purchase of a mini waffle maker to make
$10. That's not bad.
Yeah, it was like 10 or 15, something like innocuous. I was like, whatever. I own this now. And then this weekend, Natalie is going to be at the Deep in the Heart Film Festival.
I am.
Yeah, you're in charge of people too.
I know. So I'm going to tell even though Sam's here, I'm going to talk about this. I wake up yesterday to like this email from Sam or Lewis. I think it's actually Lewis who's doing the ask of like, they didn't have a person on the ground at DFW to help wrangle people and be the point person for the shuttle. And they're asking if I would do it. But meanwhile, there's another thing in there, an email that I will not get into that Tara and I need to get into. And then something else that was like, I woke up, I rolled over, I read my emails and I closed it. And they were all from the night before. And I closed, the other one was from you because you had forgotten to get me those clips earlier. And it was like, just, like, but anyway, that was, but it was like those, and I like closed it, rolled over, and was like, I'm not ready to deal with this yet. I'm not ready. And of course I'm like, I'm definitely willing to help out on the ground for Deep in the Heart. But I was just like, and now it's like 10 people. It's not like that big of a deal. My first instinct was like, this is going to be 30 people and inevitably someone's flight's delayed. There's no way I don't want to be in charge. I don't want to be in charge.
I mean, you're the right person for the job, but you're also, it's that like the person that should be king never wants to be king. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like I had this moment yesterday morning. I was just like, and that's part of like the emails with Tara. I was just like, why can't everything just be easy? Like I'm tired of like everything has to have like like it's just one more thing. Let's add this in there. Like
always. It's just been like a theme of this year. Like just minor complications all on the way. But yeah.
And then once you get past that complication, it's fine.
And it's never as big of a deal.
Exactly.
Make it. But we just like, it's just been so much that like now every new thing it's been since Miami. Let's be for real. Rolling ball since Miami.
But it started before Miami. Remember, it started in Yellowstone.
So it's Yellowstone. Since Yellowstone, you and I have been on this roll of like, and now what?
All of our luck had run out. Or no, I think it's like you've got an old car that doesn't really want to start, but it does. But it's gonna like each time, and it might like at a stoplight shake a little bit more than you want it to, and like every once in a while it gives this indicator that like the battery might die. That's like what's been happening since Yellowstone. Everything works. But it doesn't want to.
It doesn't do it well, but it goes, which is like literally my car right now. Like it starts, but the belt slips. And yesterday I'm driving, I'm like, why does the brake pedal feel funny?
Oh yeah.
It's a little loose. I'm like, this is going to be fun. Like, I don't even know how to explain this to somebody to like.
Is it just the pad on it is loose?
The pad. Yeah. But I'm just like, should I make it this? It's an old car. It's a 2007. I mean, I love this car. I'm not getting rid of it, but
yeah, my 2003, I'm driving into the ground.
Oh yeah, I'm driving this puppy into the ground. I'll get it repainted before I'll get rid of it. Yeah, I love this car. But yeah, it's little things like that starting, and I'm like, cool. This is
I'm driving. So I drove that back from LA, and obviously it was warm. Actually, the air conditioner decided to work like 75% of the time, which was great. And but it was working at like 75% at 75% of the time. So like I had it on low and I just left it on and it would go in and out, but I wasn't going to touch it. Like we're just going to stay on low. And if I get any AC, then the windows go back up and I just chill in here. But it wasn't a bad drive. I did almost pee my pants at one point in time. Like it was in Vegas. Like this has happened to me twice in Vegas because I think I'm gonna make it through Vegas to the next gas station on the other side. But then Vegas is so much bigger while you're driving through, and there's always traffic than you expect. And so like Vegas doesn't take 30 minutes to get through; it takes an hour to get through, type of thing. And you're just like, okay, all right, getting bad. And I've gone to the same gas station where it's just like pull over. I mean, I was in sheer panic. I ran in with my sweater in my hand in case I had to walk out with it wrapped around my waist.
Oh, funny. Oh,
I was in sheer panic that I was just not going to make it to the toilet. I was like, I'm going to pee on myself.
Oh, that's nice.
Didn't made it. Nice. Guys, I probably wouldn't be telling this story otherwise. I'd have taken it to my grave.
You tell it just a couple months from now.
Right.
Oh my God. That reminds me, I wanted to tell this story too. So last week, we're filming and my knees are killing me from being on my feet so much. on my feet so much. Thank you, Greg Phillips. Someone recently gave me a ukulele, so I've been trying to play Eddie Vedder's Guaranteed from the film Into the Wild about Christopher Mac. Travis, picking is difficult when you have fat fingers. I can get back to playing my ukulele. Like, it's been a red hot minute. Thank you, Greg Phelps. I really appreciate
picked up his ukulele and was trying to play something the other day, and I can't remember. I was like really hoping he was going to follow through with that one. It was some silly song. I was like, yes, like, you know, not expected on the ukulele. And I was like, you know, like, I'm like, this is gonna be great. And then we moved, and the ukulele, I don't know where the ukulele went.
It's gone. Wait, I'm gonna back up and then I'm gonna tell my story. So I know I was like, I need to back up and then I'll tell my story. Deep in the Heart Film Festival is this weekend. If you were in Texas or the Texas area, the Waco area, the screening for Social Anxiety is going to be Friday at 8 p.m. In the grip block upstairs at the Hippodrome, and you can get tickets at the link below in our comment section. Natalie will be there, so please say hi. And yeah, we're very, very excited. Thank you again, Deep in the Heart, for including our film in your festival. We love your festival, and I'm not just saying it because Sam is here. We love your festival, hands down, one of our absolute favorites. I'm very sad that I'm missing it. I'm very sad that I'm missing the mechanical bull this year because I want another crack at that. But anyway,
I have to plan my outfits for a day that's going to be a mechanical bull day. Like, okay, I have a jumper that I can wear.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the factors that go into, I don't know, is that just my camera that keeps clicking out, or is that both of us? I keep seeing it in the corner.
I don't know. I'm not on the main
live stream.
Yeah.
I keep seeing it flashy flash. Anyway,
I screen out of just sheer panic.
I've got it's like, okay, weather, what I have to do during the festival, and then like parties are what deciding factors for clothing, you know. And there's the day that is the bull riding. I'm like, okay, so it's got to be shorts or pants, but it's too hot for pants, so it's got to, you know, like, no skirts. And then there's funny for Cordillera, their closing day is a party at a trampoline park. So, but I almost missed that information. Like, I almost completely did. It's like kind of, you know, on the side at the trampoline park. And I'm like, well, I'm glad I noticed it, because otherwise I'm in my heels and my skirt and be very upset.
Ryan, shoot with your question. Welcome, Eunice Constance. Welcome. Okay, so yeah, that's this weekend. And as much as Natalie can, she'll try and post to her own account and to our account as much as you remember. Film festivals are tough. It's tough when you're on your own to like post to things. So she'll do her very, very best.
I haven't decided what amount I'm filming yet.
Yeah.
If it's just like TikTok.
Yeah, it's so hard. It's hard when it's so, as you discovered, obviously at Jillian Dubuque, it's so hard when you're on your own to make the content. That makes the trip worth it on its own. Trampoline park, I agree. My desire to go just increased by 50%.
Yeah, Sam, why don't we have one of the events at that water park?
Yeah,
like not like one of the evening parties is at the water park.
It's
too late probably.
Yeah, but like a future idea, like you just take over the wave pool, so it's like safe enough that no one's running around or whatever.
And we can have the award ceremony at the water park. Every year, my bowling league, when I was a child, had their award ceremony at Wet and Wild.
Oh, that's fun.
Run around all day, and then there was like at 2:00 or whatever, everyone had to meet back, and you had food, and they did the awards for the year while you're all still in your baby.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
We're fun. Get your red carpet.
Oh, is it a drive, Sam? I don't know where it is.
Oh, it's a drive. Okay, it must be a ways away. We didn't get to go do it the last time we were there.
We're asking Sam questions. He's driving. He's not supposed to be texting. You can answer these. I'll find out later.
We'll talk about it later. This is our ideas. We'll talk about it later. Okay, and then I think that was the whole okay, yeah, story.
Hold on really quick. Patricia says, for a while there, I thought it was Thursday and I had slept a whole day away.
I woke up this morning and I like awake at like 7. I was like, oh, but it is today, but it's only 7. Like I thought I was late for the live stream. Like that's how I woke up this morning. Like, oh god, yeah, it was really funny. All right, so yeah, story time. So last Thursday, Natalie's here in town and we're filming and we're on our feet. And I've been going back to bartending more while we're doing the strikes, and my shoes have not had the right padding in them, and the floors there and my work suck. So my knees were killing me. So we're wrapping up one of our videos and I decided to take a CBD that has a tiny bit of THC in it that I've taken before, that's never been a problem, to just make my knees calm down so I can finish the episode and not be in pain the rest of the day. We finish up. The video is in a good place. So we decided to go to Goodwill because Natalie, I need to go return some stuff and then look at the possibility for breezier dresses for Utah. And we're in the Goodwill and I've got stuff on my arms and I've broken away from Natalie. She's looking at dresses and I'm looking at like mugs. And as I'm standing there looking at mugs, my stomach starts to feel really weird, which is always what happens when I'm about to get high. And I'm like, oh no, I got so high standing in the middle of the Goodwill. I'm like, I don't like to be high in public. It makes me uncomfortable because I don't like the experience. I like to be home. And I walk up to Natalie with all my stuff in my arms. I'm like, so the thing is, I took a CBD and it's really strong and I'm really high right now.
Well, and the thing is, those sentences had like a mountain in between each of them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm moving so slow.
I was staring at her. I'm like, I was like, it ended up being like long enough that I go, do we need to leave? And you're like, no, but I'm not happy. And I'm like,
I'm not good.
Okay. I'm like, well, I'm sorting through my clothes right now. You're like, I need to do that. And you're like, then you disappeared somewhere and sorted through your clothes.
The table is set them down. I'm like, I have all of these things that have strappy. Like this is one of the things I bought. All these things with straps, and I'm like trying to pull them apart without seeming obvious that I'm high. I'm like, I was like, I just need you to know that I'm high, Natalie. That's what's wrong with me right now. So I'm like trying to pull these clothes apart, and all these straps is like, I'm not in a strappable condition. Like this is not right now.
And then we ended up in like the longest line.
The longest
I mean,
line.
it took forever. Not the line wasn't that long. It just took forever. And Tara at one point in time, she goes, is it me? It's like, is this really? No, I go, no, this is taking a really long time. You're like,
I was standing there and I was like, and I couldn't tell if it was me or if it was it. We've been.
You should show your ET mug.
Oh my God. Yes. I'll go run and get it. Oh my God.
It's ET mug. She found this gem. Well, I found this gem.
Well, excuse me, because this is a very short outfit.
Very short. It's very short. Ryan asked us a question. I don't know if you can hear me anymore. I'll ask when we get back. If we were in a Marvel movie, what Marvel character would we be? I don't know. I'm not do I get to what are you, is it like making up my own Marvel character? So I don't know if you heard Tara. Ryan asked a question. If we were in a Marvel movie, what Marvel character would we be?
I'd be the lady in a car on the freeway wondering who's going to cover my insurance for my car. That's my character.
Oh, you're not a Marvel. You're just a random.
I never know, like, yeah, what all the characters and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely identify more with the male characters in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, but let's
Yeah,
find a quiz. Ryan, give us a quiz.
Yeah.
Like, you have one of those on the internet that tells you which one you are? Because I'm Rocket.
Yeah.
I'm 100% Rocket, and there's no way you could tell me any differently.
Yeah, like I want to be the Star-Lord. Like, I just like his jacket. Is that a good enough reason to want to be somebody? And I like his taste in music. His jacket and his taste in music. Is that a good enough reason? I don't think it is. Here's okay, so we found this mug. I saw this woman holding it actually while I was holding my chip mug. She was holding this, and I was like, I saw her and she saw me, and we like did the acknowledgement of the mugs, like, cool mug.
Cool mug.
Yeah, and Natalie saw it. I was like, oh, I'm grabbing it. Like this mug right here, 1983.
Close up so they can see the face. Stop showing it its butt. Look how cute that face is. The rest of it is disgusting. Like,
yeah, I'm doing this so that you can make a joke about it, because she was like,
so
laugh.
Like, I was just going on about, like, I'm sorry, like, it's adorable, but also I don't want to touch it. It's gross. It looks. Don't put it on your face. That's gross.
I love him. I think he's so cute. I love him.
Super cute, and it is vintage.
Yeah, it's vintage. It's 1983. Like E.T. is on a list of like favorite movies. I love E.T. But this is 1983. This mug is worth $45 when I went and looked it up. I was like, looking up E.T. and I was just kind of curious how old it was. So I actually put this on a shelf because I'm scared to use it because I don't want to break it. Like I
wouldn't use it. It doesn't look like it's been used either. It's been on a shelf.
Yeah, it's been on a shelf. It's just and I love the normal mug part too. That's just a perfect mug. I
Which
love it.
actually is how I think you can tell that it's vintage. Is like
Yeah.
they don't do that anymore. That would have been like all some over the top glossy thing, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I love everything about it. So
It
I'm just
is a
putting it on a shelf.
creepy mug, but it's adorable
Oh, I
and
love
creepy.
it. And creepy. And I love it. And it's creepy. And it's in
Like
my
Denkar
favorite
says,
time.
Natalie is definitely rocket.
Yeah,
And not just because, like a raccoon, I have very tiny hands and,
definitely.
and often have dark circles under my eyes, but there's a lot of reasons that I'm rocket.
So many reasons. Yeah. So this is my mug collection, which didn't need mugs. And I've cleaned out, and somehow I keep adding mugs now, even though I've said I wouldn't buy more mugs, but it keeps happening. I don't
Yeah.
know what. But
But,
that
but
I
at
had to
least
have that.
you've slowed down on the mug buying. So it's like
I've
only
slowed down.
really special ones.
Yeah, I've slowed down, and I'm really particular about what I buy. Like it's got to be something like interesting, like this one is really cool, or just really beautiful or inspiring or whatever. It can't just be like a mug with a saying on it. Like that's just not. It's not gonna cut it anymore. We've upped our mug game.
I like this, a Mac and Me mug to complete the set.
Oh, that'd
Right?
be fun. I
Right?
loved Mac and Me. Are y'all impacted by the writers and actors strike? Impacted in that it's not affecting our incomes because personally I'm of the percentile of SAG members who doesn't make a living as an actor, which is the majority of us. Impacted in that like I was going to work on getting a producing career together, and now I'm just
See
gonna
you tomorrow, Sam. Sorry.
Bye, Sam. And now I'm just gonna wait until the strikes are over. I'm gonna go. Actually, Brian's still here. Brian and I are going to go strike picket on Friday morning. I think the WB is where we're going. I don't remember. We're meeting for coffee first. Oh my God, funniest thing. So I don't know if you saw this. I want to say it was WB, but there's all these big trees
Oh,
that
I
are.
saw that they cut the
Oh my
trees back.
God.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, trolling
I don't
hard.
know. I mean, I think there's probably,
It's a little this, little that, because that's
yeah,
normal. To do that to a tree is totally normal. They do it that
they
they've
do
done
it at
that.
least once a year, but is it this time of year? You
Yeah,
know, and
I
yeah.
have no idea. I just think it's real. I thought it was really funny. If it is, and I'm like, damn, guys,
That's the thing is SAG put out their they put out like what they had asked and what the responses they got, but it was so the language in it was so loaded from the side of SAG, and I'm just like, I can't like we asked for a fair such and such, and they wouldn't give us a fair such and such, and I'm just like, that's so loaded that I just want like numbers. Tell me
yeah,
what you asked for. Tell me what they actually offered. Like, don't say fair and unfair because you're not giving me the ability to like actually make an informed decision. You're
right.
you're leading the
My
witness.
my one thing is that and I need to look in this because I don't know the answer. That they're like, SAG members need to make $26,000 in order to qualify for health insurance, and most members don't make that. I'm like, well, who decided that
Yeah,
number?
that's union. That
That's
has
gotta
nothing to
be
do
our
with the
yeah, that's gotta be our union that decides that. Now that we're not able to make that amount of money, the majority of us, because like they're taking away the background actor. Like a lot of people, a fair amount of people who are background actors, that's what they want to do with their life. Like they like
yeah.
doing background work. They enjoy it. It's what they do. They're very
Well, our friend Scott.
unique individuals. Yeah, but they're like a backbone of the industry, and that's what they want to do. And they have to work so many days in order to qualify for the health insurance, which is part of the reason why they do it. So they make just enough money doing background work to qualify for the health insurance, which is a big part of it for them. So this AI, the idea of the AI thing where they're going to scan your face, and even if they're only using that again for that film, like say that's what's happening,
Mm-hmm.
take away potentially however many days from those background actors
Yeah.
so that they would mean they'd have to get more individual project. It complicates things.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is the
Yeah.
thing about like if you look at their 5 pages of things that they're asking for, like every one of them could be like that could be very easily handled by saying you're not allowed to work a project that does this, and then immediately the studios would stop doing it. But because they're clumping it all together, because if you just told all your SAG members you're not allowed to work a project that they're going to scan your image and use you for blah blah, then the studios would have to stop doing it.
Yeah.
But instead they're using the whole thing as a big bargaining thing, and I don't
Yeah.
I'm not part of the union, so I don't have a vote.
Yeah. So impacted is a loose term in that like I don't most of my impact is that like I'm putting a project on hold, not because of it, but that is a small piece of why putting a project on hold, just because like let's just wait till
Well,
this chaos is
so
over.
if it's a technical question of is it impacting us, technically, since we're such a small production company, we're not dealing with the studios, it does not impact us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are allowed to go, and like if you're SAG or you ever want to be SAG, you are not allowed to promote films right now while on strike that are associated with the major production companies. And since our film is not associated with major production companies, we are allowed to promote our film.
You're still out.
And the festival's not associated with a major production company, and thus we are allowed to promote our film. That's been a big question mark because they just had the Oppenheimer cast did the red carpet and then walked out of the screening because they were going to be going on strike. Which, if you don't think that's a coincidence, that they didn't know, they didn't get, but so technically, no, we are not affected. In the production company is not, and our show is not. But if we wanted to do any background work, or if we wanted to, there's no auditions happening. There's no other career things that we could be doing right now.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we can independently still do things. We just can't do anything for the networks. So it is kind of like, I mean, I guess I probably could still work on producing stuff because I'm not at the level that I'm only going to be working on big projects. But the competition for those jobs is going to be so stiff right now because everybody's going to be working for those smaller jobs. It's the same problem that happened with the first strikes. Is like the trickle down is that the people who have the bigger experience are going to take the smaller jobs that would normally go to me, but now they're going to take them because they need the income, which is understandable. I'm going to bartend.
This is okay. So this is a big thing about this whole I for one, I kind of think that I think SAG's gotten too big in that it represents too wide of a range of people. Like it represents multimillionaires, billionaires multimillionaires who are also producers and who are getting producer credits. I mean, it's Tom Cruise is in the same category in the same union as Scott Heathcote. And those two people cannot be represented the same way. So
they don't have the same issues.
What I find interesting, and the reason that I brought that up is that people are talking about the bigger name actors should go and do independent films. Like go do independent films right now because they're allowed to happen. However, when they say independent films, what they mean, and they've said this out loud, like Ben Affleck's production company. I'm like, that is considered an independent film. If it's independent of the studio, it doesn't matter that it costs millions and millions of dollars to produce. The Garden State is an independent film. Do you know how much money? I mean, his second one, even though he made it himself, that was an independent film, even though it cost millions of dollars. Whereas on the same level, we have a friend who, made a film that cost him X thousands of dollars, or $1,000, and they're both considered independent films. And I'm just like, there needs to be different words. And I know there's micro budget and everything. But even at the last festival I was at, Hill Country, when they were talking about their micro budget films, micro budget is still like under $1 million. It just means under $1 million. Like, so if you get, 9,900, like if you're up, I'm like, that's just still not a micro budget. Like your definitions are far too broad to include everything that's not big studio. And I'm just like,
when it comes to like festivals, like there really should be like a distinction between like if I'm competing as a film, like as a feature film, like this was happening with No Tomorrow, like we're submitting this micro budget film competing against films that are like truly a micro budget film, competing against films with like however many more times the budget. And so now we're both competing for the same spot. But this film festival is technically considered an indie film festival. Like, how are you supposed to compete against?
So then do you think if they did it if they did like almost just the way they do time, like a short film versus a 45-minute film versus a feature-length film, if they did it by budget, but one of the things that the same panel where they were talking about their because they weren't giving numbers, but one of the reasons that they fall under micro budget still was that they were getting kickbacks from the, you get that's not what it's called, kickbacks. They're called but you're doing grants. They're called whatever. So like the total number that it costs to make the film gets deducted. I mean, that's not the same actual number of what like what we spent because the city gave us
Yeah.
grants and whatever. Like it's disingenuous there too.
Right.
Like,
Well, it's also like, it's not even including like the in-kind part, like where people are, you know, technically their work is worth this amount of money, but you're getting for free because it's a friend. So like, you know,
Yeah.
so the actor is coming in and doing your movie, technically that would have cost you X, but it's only going to cost you this, even if it's a
right.
small amount. So like your budget's actually, you know, 100 million, but you get to claim 10 million because you got all this in kind and kickbacks and deal
Yeah.
breaks and for filming in certain cities and stuff or certain so on.
And I'm not like I'm not hating on it, like, you know, but I just think it's not, we're not honest in the conversation about
Yeah.
it. Like we're
No,
not having an honest debate
yeah,
about it.
exactly. 0% hate. We just need to be more upfront about what's going on so that we can actually like really apples to oranges.
Because yeah, we're not having realistic conversations if we're
Yeah.
not really talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so like while it's awesome that the bigger name actors are, you know, not working to fight for the little guys, because that's kind of partly what's happening. Also, our lives are just wildly different than our needs and concerns as actors are wildly different than the higher echelon guys. So like, thank you so much for not working so that the littler guys can get a fair deal. But also like there should be something in the union that kind of helps some discrepancy, a different union. I don't know, a subset, something.
Right. Yeah. Like, cause
Fight for these issues separately.
well, and okay. And I will, I'm going to get myself in trouble today. I'm going to get myself in trouble probably this weekend too, because my thing is, I've got this problem with the asking non-union not to work.
Oh yeah.
I think that is the biggest gatekeeper situation that's ever happened. Is you are going to tell people that they have to get X amount of credits before they can join your union. You're gatekeeping already. These people cannot be in the union. They cannot work union jobs. They get paid less already. But now you're saying if you ever want to be union, you cannot take work right now. So like the ladder, let's pull that ladder up right now and make sure no one else gets. And I just think that it's just so, and the fact that so many people go, I'm not crossing the picket line. You know, it's like the idea that union is looking out for you, non-union guy who doesn't get to work ever anyway, like is just, to me, it just gets a little bit atrocious. Like the audacity to tell someone that has not got, who might get an opportunity right now, because they're not going to take the big budget roles away from you.
They're not going to go work there.
Marvel without these guys. They're not going to give the non-union actor this leading man role. Like it's just,
and it's not going to buy that property with the actor they've never seen before. It's not it's not going to happen.
The only thing they might get is, commercials are not covered, but it's not the same. But like,
well, the union and non-union thing is such a sticky situation anyways. When I joined the union, I was at the level to be competitive as a union actor. And now I'm just not. I'm not booking the jobs. I'm not making the work. Like for me to reinvigorate my acting career, I would have to go fight for work non-union for a while to build up my credits again in order to even be able to compete as a SAG actor anymore. That's the reality of where I'm at as an actor. Like that's just what it is. And so I would have to leave the union temporarily under the boundaries of what's acceptable to even be able to get work, to get back in the union fully. And like that they would give me a hard time because I have to make that choice and have to go do non-union work in order to build my resume back up. It's just, that's asinine to me. You're not really fighting for me to be a working
and that's why I say it's gotten too big. There almost needs to be a background union. There needs to be a, because you're not fighting for the same things whatsoever. You can't possibly fight for all the same things at the same time.
Yeah. And so I really wish we didn't have to roll everyone's concerns into one thing. I wish it could be like individually, we fight for different sections for each version of an actor. Because like I said, there are people that are background actors and that's all they ever want to be. They don't want to be famous actors. They want to be background.
Because doing background is not the way to get there.
Yeah, exactly. They love their background actor life. And I think that they should get a separate fight for themselves for their own rights and, their own protections that isn't a part of the normal, like, I want to be a famous actor fight, because they have different worries and concerns. They have they have that blue collar life.
But see, then that also would be different then, because after a certain amount of jobs, you would be able to join the background actors union, because right now you can do, you can do background acting as a non-union player and never get a voucher. Like you're just doing that at the lower rate and never moving up. You can't move up in the world. You're just, so
You're just doing the non-union background thing and never, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, 5-minute warning to joke corner, 5-minute warning to joke corner. I have no idea a theme because we just spent
We went on a tangent.
jokes. No, don't do that. That's gonna be so hard. I don't know. I'll take cat jokes. Cat jokes for your bonus points.
Cat jokes is a good segue into what I was going to say. Is you need to share that Melissa, the finished.
Yes, yeah. Do we want to put that up on the? Do we want to put it in the story? You put it in the stories. I didn't know if we want to put it on the feed.
I didn't put it anywhere.
Okay. Oh, I thought you shared it to the stories.
No, that's what I said. You could do it so you could comment.
Oh,
I wanted you to be able to comment in your voice.
Oh, see, this is the issue I was having. Is like my Instagram account was acting wonkadoo yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
yeah. Anyway, so the wine paintings by Melissa, David Faith. In case you're not up to date on what's going on, David Faith has commissioned Melissa Proud Luck, okay, to paint Gizzy and Pumpkin and Winchester. And Melissa posted, I don't know, I think it's the finished product of Gizzy yesterday, and it is marvelous. It is so good. I was so surprised, like the color on it too, because I just wasn't even thinking about the Chardonnay colors. And
I was looking at her like swatches, like, oh, that's so smart. I was like, wondering how she's gonna get orange. Yeah, it looks so good. I'll put that up in our Instagram stories for you guys to take a look at. And then when the real ones come in, we'll do a full like little photo shoot for them.
I know. I was figuring out how to do an unboxing.
Yeah. Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But it's super cool. So thank you, David Faith, for setting us up with that. It's super fun to watch her, all the different steps in the process. I take screenshots every time I see a new step.
Oh yeah, Proud Lock, not luck. Proud Lock.
Proud Lock. Got it. Proud Lock. My dyslexia brain just fills in what I think it should be, and just takes that and makes a U.
Yeah.
All right, business time again. In case you missed it at the top, we got an episode coming out on Friday. It is our waffle pickle episode. Hungry Jack did this video where they dipped a pickle into waffle batter and put it into a mini waffle maker, and we did it. Thank you, Jason C. Brown, and welcome to the party. He says happy 250th. Shush.
Wow. Yep.
250.
We've been doing this for a minute.
Just a little bit. And some of them are still not better at it. So that episode's coming out on Friday. 90% chance it's coming out. I'm just gonna leave some room for the dragon issues and difficult lemon difficulties, because life's challenging. Life is challenging.
Difficult lemon difficult.
Code.
It's like
also, our social anxiety will be screening at the Deep in the Heart Film Festival. That's why we're doing this a day early, because Natalie is traveling tomorrow to get to Deep in the Heart. So difficult. Why did that come out of my mouth? Deep in the Heart Film Festival is happening in Waco, Texas. We are going to be screening on Friday at 8 p.m. at the Hippodrome. There's a link below for an ability to get tickets. So if you're in Texas, go see it.
Come say hi.
Come say hi. Natalie will be there doing the thing. So go hang out and ride the mechanical bull. Shouldn't she be watching the Dodgers?
Maybe I should be.
Maybe.
But instead I'm doing this.
Yeah. How would she do this? You're not a good influence, Jason C. Brown. Not a good influence. Let's see. Also in business time, I think that's
next weekend is Cordillera. If you are in the Reno area, we are performing. We have a screening on Sunday at 3:30 in Reno, Nevada. Sunday the 30th. I will be there.
Excellent. I'm a maybe. So we'll see how that goes with my work schedule. And we do have like 2 more festivals are going to be hitting us up with a yay or nay this month, 4 at the top of August. So hopefully we'll have more details for you on.
Yeah, there's a day that like, I think it's like the 15th of August or something, where there's like 4 that have their notifications. And I was looking at like next month, as of now, we don't have any screenings in August.
Okay.
That could still change. But September's scary.
It gets tricksy. Yeah, we're gonna be.
I don't think we could possibly, if we got into all the festivals that we submitted to, there's no way we could possibly go to all of them unless we divide and conquer, guys. We're all 3 here. Let's go.
Yeah. The Miss Brown, I can't fully talk about this one, but Miss Brown got into another film festival, and it's right before, and I'm gonna have to not go. Like, I can't go to that one and go to gig. I'm like, I gotta go to.
Where is it?
Oregon. Yeah. So I was like, gosh, darn it. Like, it's so close, but I don't, it's work. I have to work a certain amount of days in order to pay the rent, kids. So this is just where we're at right now. Anyways. All right. Joke corner is a go. David Faye, thank you so much for being on top of that. Bonus points for cat jokes. And yes. Joke. Me, first day as a vet. What seems to be the problem? Cat. Meow. Me. Yes, but where?
Meow, it hurts.
Meow. The man that invented the Ferris wheel never met the man that invented the merry-go-round. They traveled in different circles.
That's true.
A girl agreed to go out with me after I gave her a bottle of tonic water. Schweppes her off her feet. Greg Phillips. I took my car to the garage and it claimed that it was making an awful noise. The mechanic replied, have you tried removing the Coldplay CD?
That's just mean. It's a Coldplay.
Thank you, Summer Test, perchance for forgetting about the early shush shush. Oh, penance, perchance. Again, dyslexic brain decide what I want it to be. Thank you, Summer Test. Really appreciate it. It's always okay. I tried cooking with wine last night. After 5 glasses, I couldn't remember why I was in the kitchen.
I feel like I get tipsy faster when I'm cooking.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I don't know what it is. It's like I don't know, like if I'm drinking while I'm cooking, like that wine hits me quicker.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't remember. Dogs can't do x-rays, but cats can. The worst thing about parallel parking is witnesses. Yes. I cannot do it if you're in the car with me. I can whoop, bop, bop. If
Who hasn't like gone to parallel park, even by yourself, gone to parallel park and like it's taken one too many times and like there's some onlooker and you just go, to hell with it. I'm just going to start over. Like I'll go around and come back and see if you're still here and then try again.
Well, if you're still here, I will try again. I'll see you in a minute. What do you call friends you enjoy eating with?
What?
Taste buds.
That's a name. That's a good name for like a chat group of cooking friends or something. Taste buds.
Patricia, Patricia, put joke in it so I know. I almost missed yours. How do you know when a cat is agitated?
I don't know because they always seem it.
She's having a hissy fit.
Yes, it's always. That's like that's what I said.
David, people said I never get over my obsession with Phil Collins, but take a look at me now.
Take a look at me now.
Oh, it's gonna be a Phil Collins day now. Why can't cats play poker in the jungle?
Because I don't know.
Too many cheetahs.
Too many cheetahs.
Too many cheetahs. What made the cat upgrade to a new phone?
I don't know.
She wanted to get the paw trip mode.
Oh.
David Faith, are basketball goals in Hawaii called hula hoops?
They should be.
Lance is a pretty uncommon name these days, but in medieval times, people were named Lance a lot. I tried to take a picture of a wheat field. It came out grainy. I went to the doctors and said, I have trouble pronouncing my T's and F's and N's. He replied, you can't say fairer than that then.
What?
Yeah, there's a lot of T's and F's and N's, or T's, F's and N's in there. A baby can drink a bottle and fall asleep, and people say it's cute. But as soon as I do it, I'm an alcoholic.
Yes, that's a fact.
Yes, that's it. Actually, yeah.
That's how that works.
I'm supposed to believe humans are the dominant species when a spider is over here building a house with their butt.
Hey, you got a point there.
A really good point. Where do cats go to get a new tail?
The tail store.
The retail store. Many people think that T-Rexes can't clap because they have short arms, but really it's because they're dead.
That's a good point. I hadn't taken that into consideration.
Yes. Attempted to exercise this morning. Didn't work out.
Me too.
Where do cats eat on a hot day? What do cats eat on a hot day?
Whole pots of ice cream.
Mice cream. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you're there.
it's close.
I wonder if tap dancers walk into a room, look at the floor and think, I'd so tap that.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they
As
do.
a matter of fact.
I haven't spoken to my wife in almost 2 years. She hates it when I interrupt her.
Wow.
It's David Faith. Always the wife jokes are David Faith. I'm sorry I'm so cranky. I'm in my terrible 40s right now.
It is.
Yeah,
40s.
absolutely. Absolutely. I'm in my terrible 40s. Yes. Sometimes I get road rage walking behind people at the grocery store.
Oh my goodness. We did it yesterday. I was like, I turned around to Justin, I go, let's just pause here for a moment before we go crazy. Because if we kept walking as slow as we were walking behind people, so we just paused where we were, let them turn down another aisle, and then we moved on with our day.
At Costco, and you know how big the carts are at Costco? Like I was like, and I went right when they opened thinking I'd be
Lord,
good.
grant me patience and grant it to me now.
I was at my wit's end. Like, I don't know why I don't know what happens to people when they walk into Costco. They become different human beings. It's very strange. What happened when the lion ate the comedian?
I don't know, but it wasn't funny.
Oh, that's good. He felt funny.
It felt funny. He said, this tastes funny.
It's funny. Oh my God. At work, a magician has started showing up.
Wait, has he been invited or?
No, he just shows up and he does tricks for people at tables. Yes.
He's not been invited?
No.
He's decided this was a thing he was gonna.
He's just gonna show up and practice.
He might be out of work.
It's very
That's
possible.
another thing that was interesting about the SAG agreement that they're looking for. A lot of it is stunt and dancer, like new stuff, new rules for stunts and dancers.
Yeah, I bet that's a big deal because like they've been.
Why don't they have their own union? That's the thing. Is like, shouldn't stunts, like, you should not be negotiating stunts while negotiating AI. Like,
stunts should absolutely have their own union. Absolutely, they have such big concerns. Like they should have their own union fighting for them. Like I don't understand why that hasn't been a thing. And then you could be part of both unions, whatever.
Right.
It's said that Peruvian owls always hunt in pairs because they are in cahoots. Took me a second.
In cahoots, got it.
I did it wrong. Couldn't find a parking spot at my job, so I left. They got enough people for today.
Obviously, that's
They're
what that means.
They're staffed up. Because I'm an awesome dad. I'm currently helping my kids search for their chocolate that I ate last night. Dirty pool, sir. Dirty pool. What's worse than it raining cats and dogs?
It raining sharks. Elephants. Elephants are bad. Rhinos would be implicated. Hippopotamuses
would not go well. Could not go well. Hailing taxis.
That's true as well.
Not good. Not good. People who take care of chickens are literally chicken tenders. Patricia, how do we know the earth isn't flat?
Because if it was, cats would knock things off of it all the time.
Yes, exactly. Yes. At my age, I am good at multitasking. I can listen, ignore, and forget all at once. Yeah.
I just bypass the listening. Why would you? You're wasting your time, sir.
I bypass by doing the talking. I just don't tell you my plans, sir. You'll just find out when I'm somewhere else. What do a clarinet and a lawsuit have in common?
I don't know.
Everyone's relieved when the case is closed. My friend went completely bald years ago, but he still carries a comb with him. He just can't part with it.
Oh, poor guy.
Honestly, my biggest fear about becoming a zombie in the apocalypse is all the walking. I'm with you. That's a lot. It's a lot of walking, like day in, day out. Like, do you ever just like sit?
Just to
And
just
chill?
sit.
It seems like they're always in motion. Like I want to
Not,
like
not
relax.
depends on the kind of zombies you're dealing with.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, one more, and then we're gonna call it. Koi fish travel in groups of 4. Koi A, Koi B, Koi C are real, while the 4th is a decoy.
I was like, Koi D, I don't get it.
Right? I don't get it.
I was trying to think ahead and I was very confused.
Yeah, right? No way. All right, guys. Thank you so much again for joining us for this early shush. Please spread the word that we will not be shushing tomorrow. We will have an episode coming out.
Around the
see
water
each other on the webs. Please let them know. I'll try to remember to post the thing. I've been really bad about it lately. And then again, we're getting a 90% chance of this episode coming out on Friday.
I'm gonna give it a 96.
96. Oh, Spagliato.
Spagliato.
I had someone order that last night and I could not stop doing the thing with like Spagliato. Oh, excellent. Anyways, all right. Thank you guys so much for joining us again, Deep in the Heart Film Festival. And then next week is going to be just me for the Thursday live stream. So I'll see you guys next Thursday, just me and you. It's gonna be fun. I'll think of something for us.
I'll probably be driving, so I can't tune. I mean, I can listen. I won't be able to reply. I'll just sit there and listen to you all in the background. I'm gonna be there listening, guys.
Yeah. Don't say anything you wouldn't want her to hear. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys. I'm assuming you're pushing the button, but I can do it too. We just both assume that the other one